Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Olga, and for today's video I'm going to have for you 7 drugstore foundations really affordable that you can find anywhere. Walmart, Target, Ulta, you can find anywhere that sells makeup. It's really affordable. So I'm gonna have 7 foundations great for dry skin. If you don't know, my skin is really dry. Everything on my face is dry. My under eyes, my lids, everything is dry. I've been trying a lot of foundations. More kind of like a drugstore person. I feel like you don't need to spend too much money to find your perfect foundation. Right now, drugstore makeup has been stepping up a lot, so there is a lot of affordable foundations that performs kind of like the same thing as a high-end. So yeah, so today I'm gonna have you 7 foundations that really works for my dry skin, and I'm going to share with you. So you want to know which are the 7 foundations are, just stay there and keep on watching. Foundations, I personally like to apply my foundation with a sponge, and also I like to use this primer right here, and this is from the Dr. Moore. For the Dr. Brown's Porno More, and this is the luminizer one, because I feel like this one gives me a lot of hydration, luminosity, and also covers my pores. So it's kind of like in 2-in-1. It does everything. So I really like this primer, and this primer works for every single foundations that I'm gonna be talking about in today's video. So this primer is really good. I highly recommend it if you want to get it. This is kind of pricey, but it's really worth it. So yeah, so if you want to know what lipstick I have, I feel like I like this lipstick. I like how it looks on me, and this is the Il Maquillage lipstick, and it's this one right here, and it's this one, and this one is the Infinity Longwear Matte Lip Cream. It really feels comfortable in my lips, and this is in the shade Matte Danger. I think that's the shade. So this is the shade that I'm wearing. It's really nice, kind of like a red purple kind of. They have in 2-in-1. Okay, so let's start with the first foundation that I have for you, and it's this one from Joa Beauty. This is a K Beauty, a Korea brand, and this one is the Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation Drop. It says drop because the applicator is kind of like a dropper thing, as you can see right here. So this foundation is really good. It's really it has a natural finish. It has 12 shades to choose from. It's not that much, like it's not that many shades, but if you can find your shade, that would be great to try. I personally like to use the natural beige, so I'm pretty much like a beige, golden beige, kind of like a beige range on my foundations. So yeah, so this has a natural finish, and it looks really smooth on the skin. It doesn't look cakey, doesn't look flaky, doesn't look like heavy. It's really lightweight foundation, and a little bit goes a long way. Like personally, I don't like to put a lot of foundation in my skin. I think with 1 or 2 drops, that's gonna be like perfect for me. I don't have a lot of imperfection, just like little blemishes or my veins that I like to cover that. But other than that, it has a really natural, like kind of like a soft matte finish. So it's kind of like it's really good. Like as you can see on the picture, it gives you like a really flawless look, and it's really hydrating. So this foundation is cruelty free, so that's a good thing. And yes, I really like this foundation. So the next foundation that I want to talk about is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundations, and this is the dewy foundation. This is new. The recently came out like maybe like 3 or 4 months ago. So yeah, so I really like this foundation. They also have the matte one. The matte one is really good, but this one is even better. So this foundation is, you can find this one at Ulta. That's where I got it, and it's $6.49. So it's pretty affordable. and in this foundation comes 20 shades, and I'm recently using in the shade Golden Beige. Definitely want to get another shade a little bit darker for my summer months. So for my summers I get a little bit of tan. So yeah, so I really like this foundation. It has ultra lightweight. When you put this foundation, you can even feel that you have foundation on. It has buildable coverage. You can definitely build it up to full coverage. Like personally, I don't like to do that. I just like to have like a medium coverage. I don't like to have like a lot of foundation in my skin. It's long lasting too. This foundation lasts me for at least 10 hours a day. I definitely don't wear my makeup more than 10 hours, but if I have to, I'm pretty sure this foundation will last. And it's really hydrated and smooth in the skin, and it gives you like a dewy finish too. So yeah, so this foundation is gluten free, talc free, and is vegan. So that's a good thing about a foundation. So yeah, so I really like it. It's really good. I highly recommend this one. Next foundation that is really affordable, and then I really like it. I tried it recently, like maybe like a few months ago, and it's this one from Believe Beauty. You can find, I forgot to tell you that this foundation has a spatula like this. So I don't know, for some people thinks that this is not hygienic, but personally I don't mind that. If it's good, it's good. I don't care about the applicator, nothing, but the foundation is really good. Okay, next I want to talk to you about the Believe Beauty, and this is the Believe Beauty, and you can find this brand at Dollar General. I think this brand is only exclusive for Dollar General, so that's where I found mine. And this is the Believe, this is the Skin Finish Foundation medium to full coverage. This one doesn't have a full 1 fluid ounce, and this one has 0.85 fluid ounces, so it's a little less than 1 fluid ounces, but it's $5. This foundation is $5, so you cannot beat that. It has a glass bottle and also has a pump. So this foundation has 18 shades, so not that bad, but if you can find your shade, I really recommend it to try this foundation. I personally use in the shade Neutral Tan. It has medium to full coverage, give you like a flawless look and smooth, and it also have a smooth finish and really lightweight. So I really like this foundation a lot, and I highly recommend it. Next foundation I want to talk to you about is this one from L'Oreal Infallible 24 Fresh Wear Foundation, and this one has SPF 25, so that's a good thing about this foundation. And this foundation is a little bit pricey. It's like $14.99, but I think you can definitely find cheaper at Walmart or at Target. I think at Walmart is around like $12 or $13, so you can find cheaper on those two stores, but definitely Ulta, their price is a little bit up. It has 40 shades, so you definitely have a lot of shades to choose from, and definitely everybody will have their perfect shade. Like right now I'm using the shade 460, and it's matching me really good. It's long lasting. This foundation is really good. It will last you a long time. When you put it on, you can see and you can feel like your skin is breathing. It doesn't feel heavy at all. And this foundation also has medium to full coverage. If you put more, maybe like with 3 pumps, you're definitely gonna have a full coverage skin, if that's what you're looking for. In my opinion, it doesn't oxidize, so that's pretty good. All these foundations that I'm talking about, you can definitely make it work if you put the preferred primer for you. So if your foundation is really like watery texture or is really dewy, you can put a great matte primer and you can make it work, you know. So this foundation I'm talking about because I have dry skin and this is what it works for me, but you can definitely, if you have oil skin, you can definitely try these foundations but with a really good matte primer and you're good to go. So I really like this foundation and I highly recommend it. I heard a lot of people raving about this foundation and it's good. So yeah, next foundation that I want to talk to you about is the Milani Screen Queen natural finish foundation, and it's this one right here. It's a glass bottle too, and it has a pump. This foundation is $13.99, and this foundation says that it helps with blue light filters, like for your phone or electronics like that. It helps you with that. I don't know about that, but it says that it does that. I personally using the shade Golden Sand, and this is a good branch from a good shade for me. This is 310 Golden Sand, and this foundation has 45 shades. So I really like when brands comes out with a lot of shade range, so people can choose from, because I feel like everybody can get this foundation and everybody can find the perfect shade. So my shade, I go more with colors, foundation colors that have warm to neutral undertone, because that's what I like to go for, and that's what I feel like my skin is. So I like to find foundations that has warm undertones. So yeah, so this foundation give you a really natural finish. It's beautiful coverage as well. You can definitely build it to full coverage. Is that what you're looking for? Yes, this foundation is cruelty free, vegan, talc free, and no parabens. So yay. So I really like this foundation. It's a little bit pricey like the L'Oreal, but it's worth it. Like, it's better than when you wanna go to Sephora and buy a $45 foundation, you know. But this is better. You get the same amount, 1 fluid ounces. That's typical, like standard size for a foundation, and I really like it. It's really good, and I highly recommend it. Next foundation that I wanna talk to you about, and this is the NYX Born to Glow Natural Radiant Foundation. So this foundation is really nice. I really like this foundation. It's only $10 at Ulta. That's where I got it, but you can definitely find it everywhere. So it has 45 shades still, so that's pretty good that you can find your perfect shade. And I'm using in the shade Medium Olive. So this is what my shade that goes perfect with my skin tone, and it's a buildable coverage as well. You can build this foundation as to medium coverage, and it gives you like a natural glow finish. I really like this foundation for that. It's lightweight. All these foundations that I'm talking about are lightweight. You can even feel it in your skin when you're using that foundation. So yeah, so I really like this foundation, and it's vegan, so that's a good thing. So yeah, and this is 1 fluid ounce as well. Okay, and the last foundation that I want to talk to you about is this one from ColourPop, and this is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Hydrating Foundation. And I had a full review about this foundation. I will link it up here so you can look at it if you want a full details, and I do a wear test too in this foundation on that video too. So this foundation has 42 shades. I personally using the medium 80W. This is a perfect shade. This one has really good warm undertones. That's what I look for when I'm trying to find my shade. $16, so it's really like right there on price, like up there on price, but it's really good, and it's really worth those $16 price that it has. It's oil free, so definitely doesn't have any oil. It's oil free, vegan, and it's good for all skin types. So you can, if you have oil skin, you can definitely try this foundation just with the perfect primer for a matte primer. If you have oil skin with a really good matte primer, you can make this foundation work. It will give you a natural, healthy looking skin, and it's really buildable coverage. Like if you want to build this up to full coverage, I think it will look really good. I don't know about that. I don't wear foundations. I don't build my foundations to have a full coverage, but definitely this foundation, it can be buildable. So yeah, so this foundation is this one that I'm wearing right now. As you can see, it looks really good, really flawless into your skin. All these foundations are really breathable, really lightweight. So that's like the important thing about a foundation, to be a lightweight. I don't like foundation that feels heavy or feels like you're wearing foundation. I don't like the feeling, and I don't like that look too of a cakey, flaky, or I don't know. You know what I'm talking about when a foundation is really heavy, really matte. I hate those kind of foundation. It doesn't go great for my skin. But if you oil skin and goes to the foundation, that's completely good. Personal preference, what it works for me. So hopefully this video will be helpful for you if you're trying to look for a if you want to try, if you have dry skin and want to try for a good foundation for dry skin. So I will highly recommend it for you to try these foundations. These foundations are really good, and yes, and they're really affordable, so you don't have to spend too much money, so you can get a really nice foundation. Like recently Drugstore, I've been stepping up on makeup, so they have really good primers, foundations, really good eyeshadows as well. That was hard to find before, but now a lot of brands are being coming up with really good stuff. So yeah, so this is everything that I got for you today. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That really helps me to my channel, to some other people can watch my videos too. So yeah, so I really appreciate for all the love and support that you have been giving me. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Please share this video, like it, and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, so stay safe and healthy, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.